Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. My name's Sherry McCachran and I am a health coach and a life coach, and my mission in life is to help people achieve the lives of their dreams. So first of all, I want to start off by saying Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season and is feeling rested and inspired to achieve some really great goals this 2019. So if your goals for 2019 are related to your diet, this video is for you. So dieting is one of those things that has been kind of a mystery for such a long time for so many people. It can be really, really confusing. There's so much information out there. There's so many big companies marketing products to us and spending billions and billions of dollars on marketing and trying to convince us that their product or their book or their way is the right way of doing things. So it can be really overwhelming for people. So I want to break it down and make it as simple for you as I possibly can. So I want to talk about the three most important things that you need to know when designing a diet to get you to your optimal health goals. Number one is the quantity of food that you need to eat. So this is a very simple calculation. You can go online and download a BMR calculator. That's your basal metabolic rate. So it's important to understand that everybody has an energy requirement, and that food is just a form of stored energy that we feed into our bodies that breaks down into energy that'll allow us to have enough energy to get through every day. If we eat more than we're required, our body simply stores this as fat. It's like a savings account in your body, so that if you are in a period of having not enough food, that your body can just tap into that storage account and still be able to function normally. Number two is the quality of food that you need to eat. And this is so incredibly important. I think a lot of diets focus on the number of calories or the number of energies or the number of macros, which is just the breakdown of calories into fat, protein, and carbohydrates. And in my opinion, the most important thing that you need to do is get high quality food into your body. You need nutrients, you need fiber, you need the right water content in your food, you need food grown in nature by Mother Nature, not food created in manufacturer laboratories designed by scientists, okay? Mother Nature designed our bodies to eat food that she grows in nature, and that's so important. If you can get local food, as local as you can, grown as close to home as you can, do it. And if you can get organic, you can afford organic food and you have access to it as much as possible, eat that as well. And eat as much plant-based food as you can possibly tolerate. That's your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, your grains, your beans, and try to keep it as plant-based as you can. So those two are very simple, and ironically, those are the two things that most diets focus on, which in fact are probably really simple, and it kind of begs the question of why people are so confused. This is why I want to talk about the third thing, which in my opinion is the most important, critical thing that people need to really focus on, and that is why we eat what we eat. Why we eat, how much we eat, and why we eat when we eat. And this goes very deep, okay? This goes back to the way we were raised, the culture that we were raised in, the society that we were raised in, how we were trained to deal with food and to deal with non-food issues. So something that's become very interesting to me is I've been experimenting the last few months with water fasting. So I'll go, say, 24 to 48 hours without eating any food. The reason why I'm doing this is to clear up some inflammation in my joints and my muscles that have been causing me a lot of pain. And the interesting thing is once I did my first few fasts, my body became very adapted to not having food. So I can go 24 hours and not have any symptoms of hunger. I can have lots of energy, my blood sugars are stable. But the interesting thing is I still emotionally want food. I still mentally want food. It's the hardest part of a fast for me is all the mental part of it. The physical part is very easy. My body has lots of fat stores. It's never going to starve to death based on, my body right now. So it's happy. It doesn't need food all the time. But my brain and my emotions need food all the time. So this has led me down this very interesting path of understanding, why we make the food choices that we make. And in order to get your optimal health, we all really need to understand those reasons, because the first two of my 3 points, the quantity and the quality of the food that we eat, are very, very simple, and most of us know exactly what that is. And if we don't know, the information is readily available to us. But the third thing is what we really need to hone in on. So I challenge you this year, if cleaning up your diet or improving your diet or your health or your lifestyle is one of your goals, to really start digging deep into your triggers. So first and foremost, I don't believe that you should feel guilty about the food choices that you have. You're human. We all have emotional needs. So first of all, take the guilt off the table. But start to really identify why you're making the choices that you are. So for example, if you find yourself going for the junk food or the fast food or the sweet food or whatever it is that you choose to do that is not optimal for your health, ask yourself what is driving you to make this choice. Because if you're eating food and putting foods into your body that are poisonous and toxic to your body, I think we all know that that's going to cause us problems down the road. So ask yourself, why am I doing this? If you don't identify this, you'll never stop doing it. Okay, so we need to understand that when we're putting toxins and poisons into our body, it's going to have a serious negative health impact for us, whether it's that we're just too fat, whether we don't like the way that we look, we have bad skin, we have a chronic condition like diabetes or irritable bowel syndrome or any chronic condition that is diet related, cancer, even things like arthritis and Alzheimer's disease. We know that, or we need to start understanding that the poisons that we put in our body are the reasons why we're going to get sick later if we're not already sick now. So if you're continuing to eat those foods that are bad for you, just take a step back. I'm not saying don't eat it. Just take a step back and say, why am I doing this? And try to get to the root cause of why you're making that choice. Once you get to the root cause of it, you can start thinking about what are some alternatives that you could do instead of reaching for food to soothe you and comfort you. So just to recap, the 3 things to keep in mind when you're going to you want to improve your diet this year. Number 1, you have to eat the proper quantity of calories for your particular body. Number 2, get as high quality food into your body as you can possibly find. And number 3, start to dig really deep into why you're making the food choices that you're making, and see if you can't come up with some better alternatives that are going to give you a healthier body, a better outlook on life, more energy and more vitality, so that you can achieve the life of your dreams. Having a healthy body is just the vehicle that you need to live in to achieve the life of your dreams. Without good health, you just can't possibly achieve it. So I hope this video was helpful. Please feel free to like it and share it, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.